सभी को एडमिट करते रहिए, मैं अभी जा रहा हूँ वहाँ पे क्लिक कर रहा हूँ।
एक मिनट, एडमिट सी
हाँ, सिर्फ एडमिट जो भी आएगा ना एक
हाँ,
अभी देखिए 8 ऑटोमेटिक कनेक्ट हो गया है।
हाँ हाँ हाँ,
ठीक है। तो अभी मैं वहाँ पे जाके शुरू करता हूँ। आप कनेक्टेड हो गए। अब इसको फुल स्क्रीन कर दीजिए,
फुल स्क्रीन। नहीं, इधर बाजू में नहीं आएगा ना मेरे को।
वो लोग नहीं सर, आएगा जो मैसेज है ना वो क्लिक करना।
सुमित, माझ्याकडनं तर झाले
14 हो गया,
15 हो गया जॉइनिंग।
मैं करता हूँ सर वहाँ पे।
अभी करो ज्वाइन, ज्वाइन करने के बाद 2 मिनट इधर आ जाओ। 20 ज्वाइनिंग। पोस्ट 26 28। सुमित, आता जॉईनिंग व्हायला लागलेत लोक काय काय करणार स्टार्ट। कुठे केलं होतं? एक मिनिट, हॅलो, स्टार्ट सेक्शनला एक मिनिट। सुमित, माझ्याकडे नाही दिसत आहे। आवाज येतोय माझा तुला? आवाज येतोय? ही ऍक्टिव्हिटी ही ऍक्टिव्हिटी केलं ना सुमित? शेड्यूल शेड्यूल ते झालं सगळं, ते स्टार्ट केलं सगळं झालं। आ रहा है ना? आ रहा है। माझा आवाज येतोय ना मंत्री सरला तिकडे? हाँ हाँ, कर कर लॉग इन कर। हाँ लॉग इन कर। सुमित, यहाँ से आएगा सर व्यू। हाँ,
सभी का तो नहीं है ना, ओनली
माझं नाही झालं।
मैडम को भी आ रहा है आपके यहाँ से? हाँ,
तो काय ओपन झूम लॉन्चर
अजून
वगैरे
प्रिंट नाही केलं ना।
हेलो हेलो, हाँ
ये संस्कृति मैडम
मॅडमला, हाँ हाँ बरं ठीक आहे, ठीक आहे, ठीक ठीक आहे, ठीक आहे। मी या नंबरवर कॉल करतो। पण आता मॅडमला इन्व्हाइट करायचं म्हणलं कुठे येणार आहे? ठीक आहे, मग त्यांना मी रिंग करतो। ठीक आहे, ठीक आहे, ठीक ठीक ठीक।
सर हमने अभी तक लीड नहीं किया ना।
ओके करना है इसमें। हेलो,
हाँ, मी आता मीटिंग मध्ये साहेब, थोडा वेळ बोल।
एडमिट
फोन कधी फोन करू बरं?
तुम्ही मेल वरून दिलं का? कसं जाऊन देऊ का?
हेलो,
नाही,
हाँ हेलो,
मेल वरून एक मिनिटच आहे, मेल
हाँ
काय?
मीटिंग स्टार्ट आइए ना।
मैडम आप ज्वाइन हो जाओ।
अभी
हाँ
नहीं आ रहा है सर।
हाँ 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 हाँ,
अभी
मैं
एडमिट कर रहा हूँ सभी को भी, जो आया ना
दिख रहा है ना मैडम?
ऑटोमेटिक। हाँ एडमिट टू ऑल, राइट।
हाँ, नाउ यू आर लाइव विथ मी। यस यस,
आप आइए अभी।
हाँ मैडम।
एक साथ दिखते हैं इतने सारे कुछ।
हॅलो
Hello.
हॅलो
Am I audible to all?
पण आल्यात सुमित, बरेचशी लोक साधारण 76 लोक आहेत. मला काय म्हणायचं, बाकीच्या सगळ्यांचा साऊंड होय का? मग इथं म्यूट करून परत अनम्यूट करू का?
Good afternoon, sir.
हेलो
Good afternoon, sir.
जी जी, आप एक काम करिए, इसी नंबर पे मुझे व्हाट्सएप करिए, आप ऑलरेडी स्टार्ट हो चुका है, ठीक है? आप मुझे व्हाट्सएप करिए, मैं आपकी लिंक भेजता
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
हूँ। म्यूट कर दिया हम सबका। मेरा म्यूट करने से कैसे होगा?
आपका आवाज आ रहा है,
हम्म?
आपकी आवाज आ रही है।
हॅलो
Unmute Mamta Gita. व्हिडिओ स्टार्ट केला होता तरच ऐकू येते.
येते का ऐकू पण?
Hello everyone. Good afternoon to everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. Myself, Dr. Subhrajit Mantri, working as an associate professor in Sarath Chandra Pawar College of Pharmacy. Today is the great day for us to conduct such wonderful webinar on intellectual property right for the development of academic pharmaceutical research, IPR 2020. Today, our speaker is Dr. Sanchita Tiwari, madam, and madam will explain everything about the IPR related. So, as a host, I'm just requesting to everyone, kindly listen carefully all the event, all the session, and in the last, we are keeping it as a questionnaire time. In the questionnaire, you can ask any question to our speaker, madam, and I hope definitely madam will give the very good response to everyone. At the session end, all the registered email ID will give one feedback form, and in the feedback form, you should fill your data, and same time also you will receive the certificate. So by tomorrow only, I will send the feedback form. Now, first our principal sir, Dr. Dama sir, to take the welcome speech. Now over to Dama sir.
Hello everyone. Are you audible with me? Yes, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Dr. Damaji. I am well known to you all people. You are well known to me from all of us. Myself, Principal Dr. Damaji, Sarath Chandra Pawar College of Pharmacy. On behalf of the management and the staff, I welcome you all for this webinar series that we have planned in the month of this May. And even on behalf of my staff and the webinar team, also I welcome you for this webinar series. And this is the first time that we are conducting this webinar series. And there are about 5 programs we have been planning in the month of May. And I would also like to share one thing that last time we have conducted one peace questionnaire, and in that there was a very huge response from all over the India. And near about 8,000 participants were being noted out for this peace competition. That was one of the most successful peace competition that we have been conducted from all over India, and the participant will also from the all over India. This time also we are I would like to share that the participant, those who are being participating in this IPR series, IPR webinar, also they are attending this webinar series from all the states of the India. They are participants. They are being from Maharashtra, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Himalaya, Andhra Pradesh, and numbers of the states the participants are being found to be or with us. Might be the senior persons might be are attending this program. Students are also there. I welcome them all for this webinar series also. And near about 1,300 participants are being registered for this webinar series, and it is one of the great thing that number of participants, they have been shown their interest over here as a and register their name with us. So I want to know you that again the speaker of the today's webinar is the Ms. Sanchita Tiwari madam. Welcome madam for this webinar series as a speaker, and I'm very happy to see you here for this webinar series as you are being associated with us from last 4 years, and we are continually listening you. But now you are the whole crowd of India is going to listening to you. It is one of the most achievable thing for us, for me also, on behalf of you again. And the topic of this today's seminar, already you are being aware for this one, that the topic of IPR 2020, intellectual property rights for the development of the academic and pharmaceutical research. The topic that you have been conducting over here, and again in future also directly in the month of May we are planning to conduct. So again the 4 seminars. on the month in the month of May, on 11th of May, one we are planning on 15th and 17th and 23rd of May. On this, so we are planning the webinar series on different topics. So I hope that you will. Then we are going to providing you the link. You can go for the registration and go for the registration for upcoming webinars also. And I hope that you will be associated with us in future also. And now it is very one of the good thing that again the number of participants will be likely to be here with me. And now again, once again, I welcome to all the participants for this webinar series of IPR 2020, and upcoming week will also you will participate. I hope so, like that one also. And I will now request Ms. Sanchita Tiwari Madam to take the charge of the today's webinar, so that the people are more interested to listen to you, Madam. Sanchita Madam, take the charge of this webinar series, please.
Thank you, sir, for giving us such a wonderful introduction of mine. And am I audible to all of you?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm just going to share my screen, and then we will start it. Sir, I am unable to share my screen, sir.
Yes, ma'am. You can share. You can share your screen, madam. No problem.
Sir, but someone has denied it. It is showing that host is unable to share a screen.
No, it is not. It is not like that. You can share your screen. Everyone will share. Everyone will watch that series, and you will be audible for them also.
Yes, sir. But there is one message is coming that host disabled your participant screen sharing.
Hello, sir. Sorry to disturb. Allow to share the screen. Then only ma'am will able to share the screen. Although madam will not able to share the screen.
Sir, you will need to make me host or co-host.
Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute.
Yeah.
1 minute. I will make it. Sumit.
Even sir, you can go to setting, and from that setting you can allow participants to share the screen. With that option, ma'am will able to share the screen. Not need to make host.
Okay, Sumit. Madam, you can start the session now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So everybody is able to see the screen?
Yeah.
Thank
Madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. So I am very happy to start this webinar, and I am so excited that we have around 400 participants. I never been such a big speaker to give a talk of so much huge crowd. Thank of everybody. And so my name is Dr. Sanchita Tiwari, and I am a designated partner, and I am a patent agent. And my company's name is Third IP Intellectual Property Services LLC. And I will start my today's topic. The title of the topic is Intellectual Property Rights, IPR. And this is for the development of academic pharmaceutical research. The topic is very much important for all the academic persons or the research persons or other professionals also who are doing research in lab or maybe in their some small scale things. So I am going to share it with you the importance of IPR into academic pharmaceutical research. So first of all, I wanted to thank you, SPM Sharat Chandra Pawar College of Pharmacy, and Principal Sir, management of the college, program coordinators, faculties and students, and all of my the participants are joined from the India. Thank you for inviting me for this webinar and giving me the opportunity to talk about this topic. Yes.
Hi Shamsita ma'am, just a request, can you please mute everyone?
क्या बंद की जा बे यहाँ से चल ना
बैटरी क्यों है तेरी
Ma'am, please mute all the part.
आवाज डालने की प्रक्रिया को खोलना
Put all the participants. You can do it from your side.
The participants, sir.
From his side.
सूट नको त्याला डॉक्टर आहे
बहुत सारा डिस्टर्बन्स
हा उन्हाचं काम आहे म्हणायचं
फोन ही आहे ना रे.
म्हणायचं मग म्हणायचं 300 रुपये तू कर म्हणायचं
नाही करणारच नाही ना मी कशाला करू.
लग रहा है वो साइट है
ना
ना कोई कंप्यूटर ही सॉल्व कर रहे.
हेलो
हाँ
हेलो
हेलो
हाँ क्योंकि कोई किसी का भी ये भी नहीं है, कांटेक्ट नंबर भी नहीं दे रहा है, कुछ नहीं ऐसा, तो डायरेक्ट
Hello. So this is my introduction. I have done my BSc and MSc in food science and technology and biochemistry, and after that I did my PhD in biochemistry and molecular biology from ICAR, and then after completed my PhD I was worked as a senior lecturer for 3 years at Lovely Professional University Jalandhar, and after 3 years of working I applied for teaching assistant and research assistant at the University of North Texas, and after that I applied for Women Scientist Award and then DST, the Departments of Science and Technology. And then after that the DST has awarded me the Women Scientist Award, and then after that I was placed in CSIR UDIP, and there I get all the IPR training. Okay, so and after that this scholarship and training in IPR in CSIR UDIP. In 2017, I opened my firm, that is Intellectual Property, Third IP Intellectual Property Services LLP. And from 2017, I am working as a designated partner in Third IP. Okay, so we are just working in research, development of that products, launching of products, and the searching and filing of the patents. Our firm mostly active in novelty search, the prior art search, and the patentability opinion. Whosoever doing research in lab, their M.Pharm or their PhDs or maybe their work after PhD, they just collaborate with us for these type of reports. And apart from that, we do patent infringement analysis and the invalidation strategies of other patents also. And we provide technical reports on products. These products can be from any scientific domains and some other processes that are devised by chemical scientist, or maybe from pharma domain, or maybe from any other life science domain. And apart from this, we furnish information regarding the chemical information services. and we are very active in patent filing. From last 3-4 years, we have filed around 17 to 18 patents, and all are in the processing phase. And we are giving, from last few months, we are doing patent agent training also. We have completed 3 batches, and we have recorded seminar also. Go to Learn is our educational platforms where the students, interested students, can have information regarding the webinars also. And whosoever interested in any of these services can contact me at this number, and you can message me on WhatsApp and Facebook, or connect to me in LinkedIn also. So today I am going to give talk on intellectual property rights and its importance on the effective and efficient the research and development. So in today's topic, I will cover the introduction of intellectual property rights, what are the different trends of the IPR, and what are the main patentability criteria that is given from the patent office and from the international level also, that is required for the filing of the patents. And then after that, we will look the types of IPR, how many different categories of IPR we are having in our country, and what are important to our students also. And then after that, we will look what is the procedure for IPR filing, and then in the end, I will take the question and answer from all of you. So, as we all know, what is intellectual property? So anything, if any person is created, any creation that is created by individual's mind, or he use his intellect, his own intellect, then whatever the creation, that will be the property of that person. Okay. So if someone has invented anything or find any solution of any problem or did some innovation or maybe have made some improvements also, then it will be his property. And then we have design also. So if some visual appearance of any product is designed by some individual, that creation will be that person's property. So he or she can protect it. Then we have symbols like marks, names, and logos, and other thing also. So if somebody has some creativity and he creates something, he also can owns that property. And then we have the copyright. Anything literary thing, then also it can be protected into intellectual property. So any creation of mind that any person by using his intellect is created, it falls upon under these categories, and that person will be able to get a protection under that intellectual property. So property are of 2 types. The one property is tangible asset, like we have our house, our office, bus, car, our motorcycle, laptop, Apple computer. So these are tangible assets. We can touch it, we can move it. So these are also our assets. But intellectual property falls into intangible assets. These are also our property. These property are created by our mind, our intellect. So because we have created, we owns that property. And then after that, we have rights over that property. So intellectual property rights are called as intangible assets. So then we will talk about the history of IPR. When the IPR started. So after the World War II, there was one organization established, and the organization was World Trade Organization. It was started to initiate the trading among the different countries after the World War II. So they formed international agreement between the member countries for starting the trading between the different countries. Around 150 countries were the member of the WTO. But in 1995, when IPR trading started, then they formed TRIPS. So at the international level, when IPR was started for trading, so they made trade-related aspects of intellectual property rights. Then TRIPS agreement was formed on 1st January 1995. It was multilateral, means it was established among multiple countries. It was legal agreement for the trading of intellectual property rights. What the TRIPS did? TRIPS gave the standards for the minimum standards for the IPR regulations. Means TRIPS gave the what will be the requirement that will be internationally applied to all the other member countries. So the patentability criteria or the copyright criteria or the design criteria, all the filing criteria, the minimum standards of IPR filing or regulation was given by the TRIPS. Okay. And then they give the enforcement. How to enforce those laws at the international level and at the national level also. TRIPS gave some international laws and some other national laws also, because some countries like India, we are very rich in agriculture, so they gave us the provision, make some national law for agriculture, for plants, and some other specific area also that are needful for the development of the country. And then TRIPS gave some regulation also. They provide us some policy also for the trading of intellectual property at the international level. And if there is some dispute arises, so TRIPS gave the board or the international court also. If some dispute, some argument arises for the trading of IPR between different countries, then TRIPS have the provision or the court to settle the dispute among the member countries. Okay. So whatever the laws we are having currently, these comes from the TRIPS, and some other laws we received from national laws also. So whosoever the member countries of TRIPS, the trade-related aspects of intellectual property rights, it was given a provision that if any person creates something or invented something or designed something, that individual, that inventor, author, creator need to disclose that information to the government. It was prerequisite for gaining the IPR protection from the government. So if somebody has invented something or innovated something or has written something or maybe have designed something, so that information need to be disclosed to the government. So after disclosing to the government that creativity, government in turn gives exclusive right to that inventor, author or creator. And what happens when that person discloses the information to the government gives that information to the public. And the invention information, the patent information, the creative information when distribute among the society, so it helps for the research and development. So after reading the patents books or the novels or the articles, people are gaining interest and they do further experiments also. So it is very important so that inventor, that author will disclose its intellectual property to the government, and in turn government will give exclusive right to that person on behalf that the government will disclose all its information for the public usage, so that public will have opinion, can decide something, can inspire from those things, and can use that information for further invention and innovation. So has divided intellectual property into two categories. So IP is divided into, the TRIPS has divided at international level, all the IPRs are divided into two main categories. One is industrial property and other is copyright or other literary or artistic work, maybe music or that photography also. So all of our international laws has created these two categories for IP. So in industrial property, what falls is patents, means any improvement or any technical advancement or any solution of problem or any functional property is protected into patents. Any aesthetic outer appearance of any object is protected into industrial design. Any logo or mark or name or maybe some design, those are something protected from trademark. And geographical indications means any natural products that have some quality because of the geography of the origin of its place. So these all IPs are falls into industrial property, but copyright is fall into literary and artistic work. So these upper two rows are the international standards, but TRIPS has given provision for sui generis protection, means that at national level, each country has a capacity or capability to make its own national laws. So to protect the plant varieties and the other hybrid varieties of plants, India has made the Protection of Plant Variety and Farmers' Right Act. This is not an international law. This is our internal national law, protect the plant variety. And we have for the protection of that microchips and electric circuits and semiconductors, India has also made one law on semiconductor and integrated circuits. And some other countries have laws on trade secrets also, but currently our India, we do not have any law for trade secrets. It is an internal agreement or some confidential information that a company or a person or any industry has to make it confidential to become competitive into the market. So currently we don't have any law on trade secret, but other countries like USA has law on trade secrets. So as we all know, industrial property contains inventions. So if you are doing solution or just gaining any solution of a problem that has some function then it will protect through patents. Any mark or symbols will be protected through trademarks. Outer decoration, ornamental are protected with industrial designs, and the goods that have specific qualities will be protected the GI. So first of all, we will start with the patents. Patents are the most important intellectual property rights, and these are very useful for the research purpose also. Whosoever working in lab or doing some experiments, maybe their PhD, their research proposal, should always need to look for patents for the cutting edge information, because in articles we have information regarding the experiments, but the patents give information regarding the final marketable products. So when somebody file a patent and government has granted to it, so that person, that inventor will have exclusive right. Only that person will be able to use that thing. So government will give exclusive right to the patentee, means who is the grantee of that patent. But he need to disclose the full disclosure of his invention, and the protection will be given for 20 years from the date of filing of its patent application. So the inventor will have rights, exclude others from making that product or using that product or selling of that product, or maybe importing that patented product, or any patented process will not be usage from others. So that patentee will exclude others from doing these things. So patent is responsible for when the patent information is disclosed to the public. It encourages inventions. Information is utilized by other persons, and it did contribution to the society. So everybody can read that updated information and can do the development research in science and technology. And it is for the promotion of the technological innovation, and anybody can it can be transferred to other person also, that information that is shareable, and it is for the distribution of technology to the society, because the main aim of that patent is to the societal growth. So when we have patents, there is one thing that from TRIPS we have patentability criteria. Whatever the minimal standards that is required for the trading of patents, that are called patentability criteria. So an invention is patentable, means that invention is eligible to get a patent if that invention, means any product or any process, it is novel, means it is new. Nobody has published it, nobody has knew it, use it, or maybe it is not demonstrated anywhere. So your invention should be novel or new. The second step is inventive step. Inventive step means your invention need to be some improvement. It should not be only the joining of the old integers or old components. It should have some technological improvements also, or maybe it has some economical significance also. So the price for the gaining of the patent. And your product, your invention or innovation should have some industrial application, means it need to be made in industry, or it is used to be at industrial level also. So it is not like that in home you have done some invention and it cannot be made at industrial level. So it is requirement for the patentability, so that invention will be eligible for making at industrial level also. And in our Patent Act 1970, we have Section 3 and Section 4, in which non-patentable subject matters are defined by the Indian government. So your patentable subject matter should not be fall within Section 3 and Section 4 of Indian Patent Act. Okay, so these are the patentability criteria for getting the patent your invention in India. So as we already know, so as I already discussed, we need 3 criteria for granting the patent in India. First is novelty, other is inventive step, third is industrial application. So the matter disclosed means whatever the invention, whatever the product or process or formulation or composition, whatever you have devised from your own by using your own intellect, if you are disclosing it to government, it should not be published in India before your disclosure or before filing your patent, or elsewhere all over the world. It should not be published before the date of filing of your patent. It should not be used anywhere also. Means your matter should be novel or new. Means the origin of your invention should be from your place only. It should not be duplicated or maybe already used by someone or published by someone. Even if you have published something, then after also your own publication will kill your novelty. So before publication, you need to file your patent. Next requirement of patent in India is inventive step. Means it should not be obvious. It should not be obvious. Mean an ordinary person would not be eligible to do it by itself only. So it should not be obvious to the normal person or ordinary person skilled in the art. It should have some technical advancement, some ingenuity or some intellect from human intervention need to be present in your invention. Or maybe it has some economical significance. Maybe at pricing level, your invention is making some product very economical significance. Or maybe both of these requirements are fulfilling by your invention. And the third one is industrial application. Your invention should be capable of being made or used at an industrial level, okay, to result some tangible technical results. Means multiple copy of your invention should be made at the industrial level. So next we have the patent filing procedure, and here we have the first step is when you have invented something by your intellect, by your mind or your creativity. You have created something. You will file a patent application into the patent office, and then within 18 months it will get publication and it will open to the public. If someone want to oppose your invention, means maybe your invention is already patented by someone, it is already in use, or it is already published somewhere, or there are many criteria or many grounds for the opposition. If your invention falls into this, you will need to reply of that opposition. And if you are successful in that, you will request for the examination. Your patent application will be examined by the patent office. And after examination, first examination report will be issued to the applicant or the inventor. And then after response of that, your patent will be granted. If someone has any issue or any ground for opposing your patent application, after grant of that patent, some other party or third party can oppose your patent. But you can appeal, and after successful of that appeal, you can get a granted patent, and that patentee will have 20 years of protection from the date of filing of your patent application, and that patentee will have exclusive right for the making, using, selling or importing of that product or the products made by any patented process. So this was the patent procedure filing in India. So next we have, so till now what we have is that national level or Indian patent filing. National level patent filing. It was called national phase. Now I am talking about the international application, the PCT application or Patent Cooperation Treaty. So there is an application called international application. That application is filed under this treaty. So whosoever the member countries has a member of PCT can file international application. There are many advantages of PCT application. So outside from India, if you are wishing or if you are willing to patent your application to get a grant of your patent at international level, other parts of the world, then you will file international application. There is one application, and whatever the countries you are interested in filing your patent application, those should be member countries of that treaty. So you will designate some country where you are interested to file your international application. Your international patent application or PCT application will be filed from your patent office, your Indian patent office, or you can file directly international office or IB also. That application will be filed in one language only that are eligible in PCT filing. And it is very important that PCT filing, they give international search report. So in international search report, they will judge for the patentability criteria of your invention. And then after reading that report, you can have decision to terminate your patent application or to initiate the business of patent filing into other countries as well. And this application, although it is very expensive, it gives time delay to you. Around 30 to 31 months, it will give you time to file your patent application into foreign countries also. Meanwhile, on that month, you can have the decision of your foreign countries to whom you are interested in filing. And it is online filing, so you don't need to go anywhere. So in international filing, it is expensive to us. So only some designated country you need to follow where you are interested to patent your invention or where you are going to launch your product. So what kind of inventions we can patent in India? So patentable subject matter. You can, these things are applied to all scientific domain in India. Any composition, any formulation, maybe it falls in biological science, life science, molecular or chemistry or pharmacy or medical domain, and any domain, any composition, formulation, any new device, novel device, any new apparatus, machine, useful improvements to the older inventions or the older problems, and any process also. So these are the things that and the patentability criteria are applied into all these things. Your composition, formulation need to be new, novel, inventive, and has some industrial advantage. So this is very important for the life science domain students, or maybe chemical or biology, and most important for pharmaceutical background research students. So what the things that you can patent? Any pharmaceutical product, NCE, new chemical entities, you can file for patent. Any formulation, composition, combination, but it should be the synergistic, not just adding of different compounds. Any dosage form, dose, or new forms of a known substance. Although this is section 3D, means new forms of a known substance are not patentable. But if your new forms are improved, are economical, or are therapeutic effective as compared to the older ones, then new forms can be patentable. And then any kits are patentable. Products by process, means by using a specific process. If you are making any product, then it is patentable in India. And then we have any new process or method of manufacturing anything, that is also patentable in India. So now we will look some patent filing trends and statistics. So I have gathered this information from WIPO India. This is patent statistics, filing of patenting trends. I procured this data from WIPO statistics, and it is showing these countries: China, Europe, France, Germany, India, Japan, and USA. So in this slide, I am going to see this trends of IP filing. So I will start from this. So this blue line is for China. So China has filed 15,42,000 patent application in 2018. After that, we have Europe. So Europe has filed 3,62,000 patent application in 2018. Then after that, we have USA. USA has filed 5,97,141 patent application. Then we have Germany, and then Germany has 68,000 around patent application. Then we have India. This purple line is for India, and in 2018, around 50,055 patent application was filed in India. Okay. So these are the different filing trends, and as you will see, the filing trends of China is started from 1998. The filing trend of USA was started increasing from 1996. Filing trend of Japan was starting from last many years. So from these years, these countries started filing, increase in patent filing applications. So now we have one more filing trend, that which countries are specialized in which technologies. So in this slide, I am going to discuss about the different technologies that other countries are filing in patent. Means these are the PCT, that international top tech fields that PCT applicants are filing. So on digital communication, China is #1 and Republic of Korea is #1 in filing patent application based on digital communication. And then USA is on 3rd position. Then the next technology field is computer technology. These are top 10 technology for patent filing. So in computer technology, we have USA on #1, China on #2, Japan on #2, and Republic of Korea on #3. Then next, electronics items, electrical machinery, apparatus, and energy. in which Japan is number 1, Germany is number 2, and Republic of Korea is again on number 2. And then next top technology is the patent filing, the international trend on that PCT filing on transport. On transport, Germany is filing the most patent application, and after that, Japan is on the 3rd position. Next is medical technology. The medical devices or processes that are patented at international level, and these here we have US on 2nd position. Then we have mechanical devices. Here we have Germany on 3rd position. And last we have audio visual technology. Then here we also have again China on 3rd position. So these are the top 10 technologies that all over the world, all over the countries are filing their patent application. Next we have that which countries are the biggest in patent filing. So China was the biggest in patent filing in 2019. Okay, this is from 2017 and it is increased from 2017 to 18. China has increased patent application from 10%. Then US has increased its patent application filing 2.8%. Japan has also increased by 5.9%. Germany decreased. Republic of Korea also increased its patent application by 12.8%. And then we have other important countries filing for patent application. So around 2,65,800 PCT international applications were filed in 2019, up to 5.2% on 2018. So this was the increase in 2018 from last 1 year. And the first applicants were from China. China has filed the most PCT application. Then after that, USA, Japan, Germany, Republic of Korea. These are the top 5 origin of that international patent filing applications. So next we have the companies or the firms that internationally are filing most patent applications. So number 1 we have Huawei Technological Company Limited. After that, the second number Mitsubishi Electric Corporation. Third number most patent filing from Samsung Electronics. Fourth, Qualcomm. Fifth, Oppo Mobile. Sixth, Boy Technology. This is also electronic company. Then we have Ericsson. After that, we have Ping AN Tech Technology. Then we have Bosch Corporation. And in the last, we have LG Electronics. So these are the most top firms that file international PCT application. So China's Huawei Technology remained the top filer of the PCT international application in 2019. It was followed by Mitsubishi, Samsung, Korea, and Qualcomm of the US and Oppo from China. Next, we have the countries with the top forms of filing. So China has Huawei, Oppo, Boy, and Ping. These are the firms that are from the China, and they are the most filing PCT application firms. And then after that, we have Republic of Korea. From that, LG and Samsung are filing. From Japan, we have Mitsubishi. From USA, we have Qualcomm. From Sweden, we have Ericsson. From Germany, we have Bosch company. So these are the most PCT filing firms and countries. And here in 2018, China office received a recorded total of 1.54 million patent application. So in China, the maximum patent application was filed in 2018, followed by after the China, then second number US, Japan, Republic of Korea, and then EPO, European public information. So then we have some other filing trends also. These are also the highest patent activity like China, US, Japan, Korea, EPO, Germany, and here we have India also. India recently after 2014-15, we have increased in patent filing. So now we will start with the new IPR, that is copyright. So if any work that is originated from something, any tangible work that is first, the origin of work from that person will be the copyright holder of that work. So any original work and that work is fixed, means it is in any hard copy or in any fixed form, in any tangible medium, your copyright need to be saved, and it should be your expression, it should not be any idea. Okay, and the origin of work from the author or the originator of that work. So copyright protection, the copyright protection given to literary work, musical, drama, artistic, choreographic work, but these need to be saved in any tangible form, and it need to be some expression. Any picture, graphic, sculpture, cinematographic work, motion pictures, audiovisual, sound recording, broadcasting, movies, anything related to movies, architectural drawings, all the things, all the creativity that has origin from some author will be protected under copyright. Article 9.2 of TRIPS has said that copyright protection will be given to expressions only, not to the ideas, and procedure of doing something, method of any operation or any mathematical operations will not be protected under the copyright. So the owner of the copyright has exclusive right, okay, and he can authorize others also to reproduce that work, to make a multiple copy of the copyrighted work, to prepare derivative work, means from novel to film or to sound recording also other types of work can also be done by the author or maybe person authorized from the copyright owner. That person can distribute copies also for that work to the public for sale, and that copyright owner will transfer ownership, can give it to rental, can give it to lease and lending also. And performance of that copyright work at public place will also be protected or secure from the copyright owner. Only that owner will be allow other person to perform on that person at public level. And for display also, that owner of copyright has protection on display also. Translation, adaptation, means translation into other language also, the copyright owner has these kinds of protection. Translation of work and adaptation from novel to movies, movies to novel, from play to movies. So these kind of derivative works will only be protected by the copyright owner. Only with his permission, these work can be performed by other persons. Okay, there is one use. This is called fair use or fair deal. Okay, so other persons without permission of that copyright owner can use the copyright material if that use is only for private use or personal use. So the usage of copyright matter for private use or personal use will not be termed as infringement when that other's work is used in research, for study, and including multiple copy for the classrooms also. So in classroom study also, if someone is making multiple copy to distribute the material into students, that will comes into fair use. And for criticism also, for review, for news reporting, library and schools, but only for personal use, these falls under fair deal of copyright. We do not need to infringe into others' copyright. Okay, so quality or quantity of that material before using others' matter or copyright material, we need to look for how much quality and quantity we are using. Usage by other parties should not diminish the value of the copyright material. You should not take the proper subject matter of others' matter, and intentionally we do not need to take the other copyrighted material without the permission of copyright owner. And the same material or similar fashion, we do not need to make the same. And the term of copyright is from the date of creation of that copyright matter till the lifetime of the creator or the author plus 60 years. So when the day that author or creator is died plus 60 years, the protection of copyright is with that author or its family will be have. So now we have next thing, plagiarism. This is very important thing because in academic writing or research, this happens most of the time. So while doing research or while writing any project or something report, when the act of using another person's word from any project, from thesis or article or book, if we are taking without permission others' words and ideas into your work and without giving credit to that person, so that thing, that term is called plagiarism.
Okay, right.
So we need to avoid this plagiarism. Next we have trademarks. So what are the different marks that a company or a person is used for trading something in the market level? Okay, for purchasing and selling, some marks which are used for the companies that differentiate between the goods of different companies. So a trademark is a mark. Some mark, it can be word, device, picture, label, logo, name, signature, letter, anything that is adopted to distinguish apart from some other's product in the course of trade, means in the market, the goods or services of one person from the other person. So names or logos or signs or pictures or shape of any material or maybe some specific combinations of some letters or ads, these whatever these things are used in at the marketing level, so those things are called as trademarks. So anybody whosoever created these things can have protection on trademark. So in pharma or in chemical, examples of trademark are tablet brand names, generic and innovator marketed dosage form or product name, or industry or company name also can be used as a trademark. So after the filing trademark, people used TM or SM. SM is for service mark, but this R is the genuine symbol for given for registered trademark. So after the registration of trademark, people used R for defining that their trademark is registered into patent. And the term of the trademark protection is 10 years. So after the completion of 10 years, any person can renew their trademarks by filling form and giving some fees to the patent office, and your trademark will be renewed after 10 years. Then we have design. So anything what I told, anything that is giving visual appearance, that is appealable to eyes, some aesthetic feature, it is not dependent on the functionality of anything. It is only the visual appearance of something, any shape, configuration or surface pattern, something, some ridges, color, line that is applied to some article to give some aesthetic impression, means it is appealable to eyes. So those are termed as designs. So bottles of syringes, ampoules, inhalers, capsules, vials, tablets, aerosol container, shampoo, razors, toothbrush, whatsoever we design something that is appealable to the viewers or some customers or clients, that will be protected by the design idea. These are the few designs I have procured from IP India websites. So these are the different design examples that are filed for design registration in Indian Patent Office. So this is very interesting example. This is called overlapping protection. This is Coca-Cola bottle, its name. So it has trademark. This name is trademark. This is copyright also. Its bottle has copyright, has design also, and the recipe has trade secret also. So in this one bottle, we can have a multiple IPRs. So the term of design is 15 years, but before the completion of 10 years, we need to further file for 5-year more extension. So design registration will be applied for 10 years plus 5 years. Then we have geographical indication. I have already known. So an act is provided to the India for the registration for the protection of geographical indication relating to goods. So if any product, any natural product or maybe human made product is identified because of particular quality of that person, that is originating from that specific geographical origin. So because of the geography of that particular origin from where that product is originated, that product has some specific qualities. So those products will be registered into the Geographical Indication of Goods Act. So India is very rich in GI. Recently, we have filed many GIs for some particular qualities that are because of their geographical origin. And this is mainly, GI is mainly used as a business tool, and it is created as a brand. And those brand or that name or GI will be only used by the registered authority. Whosoever are the registered owner of that GI will be allowed to use that brand at trading. And there is some sign for GI also. So in India, Darjeeling tea is India's first registered GI. It was registered in 2004, and the tea board is the registered proprietor of that Darjeeling tea. So Darjeeling tea was our India's first GI. Like that, after that we have Basmati rice. Because of the hills of that particular region, that rice has some fragrance and flavor. Then we have Bikaneri Bhujia, Alfonso Mango, Nagpur Orange, Sangli Resin, Gorakhpur Terracotta, Jammu Kashmir Saffron, and Manipur Black Rice. These some are the recently added GI into our Indian GI. So this is the slide that I have added. These are the GI that are procured from Maharashtra only. So, and we have Jalgaon banana, Varli painting, Puneri pagadi, Sholapuri chadar, Sangli resin, Mahabaleshwar strawberry. So these products have some specific characteristics because they are originated from that specific region, and the geography of that region is giving some specific characteristic to that product, and that specific product is when branded into marketplace by using that GI. So the authorized or registered owner will be get the benefit of that GI. So this is also global patent IP filing statistics. Okay, so till 2000, the patent and trademark application in 9 years, 3.3 million patent applications were filed in 2018. like utility model 2.1 million, trademarks 14 million, and industrial design 1.3 million. So these are also some trends. We will just, now we have very important section. We have non-patentable subject matter. Means any scientific domain, if somebody has some invention, if somebody did some innovation or improvement or some technical advancement into something, so that invention will be patent eligible if that patent will not fall under non-patentable subject matter. So the Patent Act 1970, our Indian Patent Act, our Indian government has given section 3 and 4 in our Patent Act, where very beautifully they have described and defined the non-patentable subject matter. So in order to get the invention patentable, your subject matter should not be fall into section 3 and 4. And this is non-patentable subject matter in section 3 or section 4 of Indian Patent Act. So first of all, it was given that any discoveries will not be patentable. So God made things that are already existed in nature will not be patentable. Any already established scientific theories will not be patentable. But inventions or applications based on this theories will be patentable. Any mathematical or business method or computer programs will not be patentable. Computer programs will be protected by the copyright. Then any aesthetic appearance or product design will not be patentable. Any invention, its use or its commercial exploitation, if it is injurious for public order or morality, or that invention is harmful for the plant, animal, human, environment, then also it will not be patentable. Any plant, any animal, variety, full or any part, whole or any part will not be patentable. Method of agriculture or method of horticulture will not be patentable in India. Second use of a compound. So if already one use is known to the public, second use of that compound will not be patentable. Method of treatment for human or animal, to treat them, to make them healthy will not be patentable. Any frivolous invention like that currency counterfeiting or for that burglary or for some other thing that is harmful for the society will not be patentable. If anything that is contrary to or that is just opposite of well-established natural laws will also not patent. Just admixture of something, some components, some substances will not be patentable unless until they show some synergistic effect. Any discovery of new form of a known substance, discovery of a new property or new use of a known substance will not be patentable. Literary work will be protected into copyright. Arrangement or just addition or rearrangement or just movement of something, different products of something or duplication of known devices where all the components are functioning independently, it will not be patentable. All the components need to be working in cooperation with each other. If your inventions fall into atomic energy related invention, means section 4 of the Patent Act, then it will also not be patentable. Any traditional knowledge that is already in public, and if you are inventing something that is aggregation, just admixture or mixing of traditionally known components, and only the properties of that known components is adding, then it will also not patentable in India. Now we have traditional knowledge also, because most of the students are doing research and they don't differentiate what is traditional knowledge and what falls into our invention. So any traditional knowledge is any knowledge which is know-how, no skill or any practice that is developed by or sustained by from generation to generation by any community. Okay, and it was part of their culture, or it was their spiritual identity. So then those things, those information that is already known to public from generation to generation, it is passing from others also. So those traditional knowledge will not be patentable in India. So your invention, your chemical invention should not be fall into this thing. So now we have trade secret. In India, we do not have any law for trade secret, but some other countries have their national laws for trade secrets. So we have so what is trade secret? So trade secret is the protection of or securement of that confidential information. Okay, so it can be anything, any formula, pattern, or anything, any process, compilation, any device, method, anything that maybe it can be your probable customers email list or customers list, or any manufacturing process or something, some strategic plan, or maybe confidential information also, that those confidential thing will be comes into trade secret. And this makes the patentee or the owner of that trade secret ahead into competitive advantage in the market. So those things will make that person the superior into the market. Anybody can have n number of years their trade secret. There is no life term of trade secret. Okay, unless until it is impossible to copy your product. Anybody can't do reverse engineering of your product, and it is impossible to do the replication of your product or your process. If you are successful in making those things or protecting your product from competitors to copying or to do the reverse engineering of your product or to do the replication of your product, you will be successful in securing your trade secret. So there is no life term or there is no expiration of trade secrets. So now we have completed this, and I just wanted to let you know all that on 15th and 17th May, we are going to organize 2 webinars. The first one is very important. It is for research purpose and planning, how to gather the patent information, do the analysis, and then plan your research. And then after you have gathered your patent data and you want to start your business, so how to use or apply that patent data for doing the efficient business planning and for better decision making. So on 15th and 17th, we are organizing this webinar. Okay, so if you want to attend this webinar, please drop a message. My number is 7011406766. I will send you the webinar information. Property rights, and if you have any
thank you, madam. Thanks for your valuable suggestion. Thanks for your valuable notes about to our IPR. and I hope that our all participants, they are very happy and they should understand all the points. Now I am saying some name because madam, that is Dinesh Kumar Gupta. Yes. He is having some doubt. So Dinesh Kumar Gupta, I am making unmute right now. So kindly raise your question to madam and get some clarification.
Hello. Yes.
Next we'll move to the Kavita madam.
करून देते का नको शिळीच पाहिजे मग असं आहे
We will out and throw you out now from the classroom only.
क्या मतलब होता है?
नहीं आ रहा है इसका।
This sounds for this. Right.
म्यूट ऑन करने के बाद अनम्यूट नहीं होगा
सीधा आगे उधर ले ना शोर की थोड़ा साफ कल क्या करना तुम हो
It's happening from your side. Unmuted, you will still it's on for
ये दो नाम ले देना लेक्चर चालू करा वाढत गेले
Hello everyone. due to technical problem, were unable to make it the questionnaire session. Sir, your question is there. Write in your chat book. Now, I'm moving towards Dr. Sumit Joshi. So he will give the vote of thanks of the today's session. Dr. Joshi, over to you. Dr. Joshi.
Dr. Joshi sir. Dr. Joshi sir. Joshi sir. Here.
Hello. Hello. Good evening, everyone.
Because due to technical problems,
Hello.
we are unable to answer the questions to the participants. But they are raising their hands and all that. No problem. But you can raise the question in the chat section also, isn't it? Now, you better way you go for directly for that one concluding session.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. I am Dr. Sumit Ashok Joshi, Associate Professor, Department of Pharmacology, Sharat Chandra Pawar College of Pharmacy. I am honored and lucky to have the opportunity to give vote of thanks on this special webinar. Once a great man whispered, feeling thankfulness and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. On behalf of Sri Gajanan Maharaj Shikshan Prasarak Mandal, Sharat Chandra Pawar College of Pharmacy, Ottur, management, beloved principal sir, teaching and non-teaching staff, I would like to thank our today's speaker, Sanchita Tiwari ma'am. We are that the way you had explained all the concept regarding intellectual property rights, which was extraordinary, and all the participants was benefited with your session. They had created their interest in filing patent and utilizing more and more applications which will be there with the filing patents. We have been fortunate enough to assisted by our beloved principal, Dr. G.Y. Dama sir. Sir, you have been a constant support and you have given us a lot of encouragement to organize our today's webinar. Thank you, sir. Last, thank you one and all the participants, all the colleagues for making this webinar at great or huge success. Before concluding the session, I want to see you all on 11th as we are organizing one more webinar with the Dr. Bise sir, who is Arogyadaya Foundation President, and we are going to organize that event on the topic immunity booster. So see you all on 11th. So I conclude our today's session.
Hello.
With this vote
Thank
of
you,
thanks.
Dr. Joshi. Thank you, Dr. Joshi.
Sanchita madam.
So at last, I can say only one thing: stay home, stay safety. And our next session, very soon it will come, 11th May, our next session, and the topic is immunity booster of infection disease. So that is the one of the best criteria for the corona disease right now, immunity power, how it can be improved. And regarding that, we are conducting such type of the webinar on 11th May. By today only, I will send the link to your registered email ID. Everybody should go for the fill of that one and everybody should join. This time, after this session, I will give some feedback form through your registered email ID. Kindly fill that one, and after that, you will get the certificate of the today's session. Thank you very much. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for participating with us. From the behalf of the management, behalf of the Sharat Chandra Pawar College of Pharmacy, we are thankful to you. Thank you very much.
Hello. Hello everyone. Now we are on the point of concluding the session of the today's webinar, and I'm very thankful to all the participants for their presence for this webinar, and I'm very much thankful to special thanks for the Sanchita madam, because Sanchita madam, number of compliments, very good compliments for your seminar has been recorded in the chat, and very informative session. It was very informative session for all the participants, and they were very good thoughts they have been expressed in their chat. And I'm on behalf of my management and the staffs and the working team, I'm very much thankful to Sanchita madam also. Very much thank you. Thank you, madam. Thank you, and see you soon. Thank you, and stay home and stay safe. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, madam. मॅडम हे फक्त थांबा.
लीव मीटिंग
रेकॉर्डिंग
आहे सर, रेकॉर्डिंग चालू आहे. लीव मीटिंग करा फक्त.
लीव मीटिंग करावं लागेल ना.
येस सर.
You want to save the changes made in IPR 20? Don't save. Sir, save का क्या ऑप्शन आ गया है? रिकॉर्डिंग. हाँ, मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ. ये सेव करना है क्या? Do you want to save the? हाँ? एक मिनट मेरा